Good morning everybody, Matt Tucker here bringing you Travel Tucker from Bangkok, Thailand. It's a really warm muggy morning this morning in Bangkok, but first things first, let's get some coffee. This morning as we're getting on at the Pier and heading down to Wat Arun Pier, going across the river to get to Wat Arun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wat Arun. So Wat Arun is pretty well known, one of the major temples and landmarks in Bangkok. And it's particularly famous because of the way it catches the light of the dawn sun. Use all the white ceramic, so it's quite brilliant. But you can also go for a walk up it. It's a pretty steep climb, but I'm game. It's very bright. Okay, just a quick shot to give you an idea of how steep the steps are behind me. Got to be careful going up and down. Wow. It is a really impressive work of art, this temple, particularly the way they've used pieces of ceramic, bowls, shells to, make up the individual components of the overall design. From a distance, it's a really impressive and ornate spectacle, but then up close, it's even more beautiful because you see just how much thought has gone into all the individual pieces of ceramic that have been inlaid into the walls of the temple. Now, I'm aware of the fact that you used to be able to walk all the way up here, but for some reason it's all blocked off now. But yeah, you used to be able to go all the way up on the staircase, as you can see there. Would have made for some fantastic views. Bit of a shame. Certainly can recommend visiting Wat Arun, Temple of the Dawn. Beautiful artwork in regards to the use of ceramics to decorate the temple. So well worth a visit, but just remember you've got to get over to the western side of the river. So if you're taking a riverboat taxi from the north, you've got no problem, but if you're coming from the south, you will need to get the ferry across the river as well. We're about to do the same thing in reverse, however, so that we can go visit Wat Pho. Okay, another handy tourist hint. You get off on the river taxi at either Pier 1 or Pier 2 for Wat Arun. But you've got to go down a little bit further north to Pier 4 to get the ferry across the Phra river to get to Wat Pho. Don't forget, Pier 4. Okay, so another heads up, it's not actually marked with the number 4. Numbers 1 and 2 are marked, then there's a little sort of private pier with number 3 as you head north. So yeah, number 4, not marked, but easy enough to find. Okay, so we're across the river and at the southern edge of the Royal Palace compound. When you get to the southern, particularly the southwestern corner, that's where Wat Pho is. just love watching the expert way he just adds all those different sauces. There's no measuring out, it's all by feel. I mean, how quickly he cooked that beautiful fried egg. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the dish is stir-fried pork with pepper sauce, top of the fried egg, and boy is that good. I'm not waiting any longer. There you go, a bit of the pork, a bit of rice. Alright, alright. That is so good. Oh. You can taste the pepper in it, but there's soy, there's oyster, there's fish sauce. It's just a little bit salty. Oh, it's just glorious. No Thai stir fried is complete without a piece of the fried egg to garnish. There we go. Oh boy. Wow. That's a slice of heaven. That's a slice of heaven. And of course, they've got the obligatory condiments at the table. I'm not even going to touch them. This thing is so good on its own. It doesn't need it. Last bite. That is a winner. That was an awesome little find. Not a real formal name to the restaurant, just local Thai house shop. And yeah, just really delicious food. Just a little bit further south from the entrance of Wat Pho. Straight outside the entrance of Wat Pho, there's a lot of touristy places, which means that they're a little bit more expensive. And yeah, I'm not judging the food because I haven't eaten it, but you know, I usually find the best food. You walk a little bit further, you find a little place like this one, where the food is really good and cheap. For 60 baht, that represents outstanding value and it's so delicious. So I'll leave a direction below so that you can find this place as well if you are near Wat Pho. Alright, let's go see a reclining Buddha. 100 baht, and you do get a free bottle of water with that. Makes it sound like some kind of great deal, but when a bottle of water is about 7 baht, it's token. It's a token gesture. It's nice. Fun fact: around the grounds of Wat Pho are all of these large Chinese statues. Now these statues are not Thai, they are Chinese, and they're actually part of the ballast that was in the bottom of ships returning from overseas in the days of trading on the high seas. Now if you're wondering why the statues behind me here have got top hats on, that's an interesting one because top hats were never really a thing here in Thailand. But again, remember how I said that these statues are part of the ballast in ships that were trading backwards and forwards from China? Well, apparently the top hats are a legacy of Marco Polo's visit to China. There you go. Okay, so last time I was here, you took your shoes off and dumped them at the entrance and then had to go back and get them. They now have a new system in place where you grab a green plastic bag and put your shoes in that and you actually carry them with you. I don't dare sniff one of these bags. Who knows how many pairs of shoes have been in it. One of the hardest things about this place is trying to give you a sense of perspective. The the reclining Buddha is enormous. It really is, it's huge. So, trying to give you a sense of perspective. Can't even get me in the shot. It goes all the way down the length of the pavilion. Absolutely incredible. Hey boy, it's warm in here. Yeah, trying to get some people in the foreground for some scale. Last time I was here, you could actually walk around the feet of the reclining Buddha, but there's a bit of restoration work going on, so they've actually blocked off that area, and you've got to exit the temple and then re-enter from the other side. Not that there's a lot to see except for the back side of the Buddha. I hope that wasn't too disrespectful a thing to say. The grounds of Wat Pho are pretty spectacular. They are just covered in sculptures and ornate, I think they're called stupas, the small spires. As you can see in the background, they're everywhere. And lots of small statues, Thai statues, but also the Chinese statues that came over as part of the ballast. And you can spend a ridiculous amount of time just looking at all the beautiful ceramic work, which in my opinion makes Wat Pho one of the best temples in the whole of Thailand to visit. It's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I got my free water. Icy cold. But here's another pro tip about Wat Pho. Where you get your free water from, if you go around to the right, there is a free drinking water station. Beautiful filtered water as well. So if you've got a water bottle with you, you can fill that up as well. And guess what? I've got an empty water bottle to fill as well. Handy. Water at these drinking stations is both filtered and refrigerated, so save some few baht. Well, that was a fantastic visit to Wat Pho. I've been here before, but it's one of those places it's a real joy to visit each time, and I can highly recommend it. So if you're in Bangkok, make sure you get to Wat Pho. Just wandering the streets south of Chinatown. I've gone for a walk east of Wat Pho. Decided to grab a snack along the way. Have a look at that. It's pretty simple stuff on the street here. Salt, pepper, deep fry it. Oh, it's so good. Look at that. Skin is super crispy. Really moist and juicy. I was watching them prepare it. Should have got the video camera out, forgot to, because I was just so enthralled. They literally only cook it for a couple of minutes, and yeah, so it gives it a real crispy coating. Best fried chicken ever. Okay, so I'm at the Burapa Mega Centre, and this is like a huge toy store. So let's go. If you like toys and pop culture, this is the place for you. But it's not just pop culture. There's BB guns, as you can see there. There are computer games. There's IT. There are statues and there are toys. You name it, it's here. This place is a nerd's dream. 1, 2, 3. Make that 6 floors. I don't know if every floor is absolutely full, but the first 4 that I've covered so far are. I don't know if that means that the games are really bad or that they smell. Don't mind telling you, I am right in my element here. This is fantastic. Maybe one day I'll do a video about my collection back home. Then I don't really want to let the cat out of the bag too much as well. This place just keeps going and going and going. The 5th floor is mostly camera gear, and there's a food court on the 6th floor. But yeah, that was a pretty cool visit for someone who loves pop culture like myself. The toy station is a must-go-to place. That was a lot of fun. Spent a bit more money than I probably wanted to, but you know, it's fun to add a few bootleg toys to the collection. Alright, let's keep walking. So here I am on the street in Chinatown, and I'm just sitting down for a bowl of the chicken curry. Pretty excited actually. I've seen this place featured on a number of shows before. Yeah, it's on the corner of Phra and Krung and Nakhon. I'll leave the description below so you can find it. That's cold tea. Really refreshing today. It's so hot, as I said before, I think about 30 degrees Celsius and pretty damn humid. Just sitting here watching them ladle out all that curry. You can smell the curry leaf, you can smell the lemongrass and the garlic, and it just makes your mouth water. Okay, so my curry's arrived. So it looks like a green curry style. The kaffir lime leaf in there. The blood sausage as well. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, let's get a mouthful. Oh, that's fantastic. Really good green curry.
ข้าวขนมจีนไก่ไข่ต้มจีนไก่โลชิ้นเราแดงไม่หั่นนะหมูเชียงนะครับ
You do have to watch out for bones.
ชิ้นเราไม่หั่นหมูเชียง
But this is the authentic stuff. The blood cake's a little bit interesting. It's got a really, I don't know, what's the word, soft and gooey texture. Tastes good. Cool. The green chilli is starting to hit the back of the throat now. This might be the best green curry I've ever eaten in my life. Last bite. Seriously, best green curry of my life. That was incredible. Just enough heat to make the lips tingle a little bit and burn the back of the throat, but not overpowering at all. Just absolutely incredible. Wow, incredible curry on the street here in Thailand. And when I got here, there was a line up. As you can see, there's plenty of people here feasting on some amazing food. So if you're in Chinatown, I know it might feel a bit weird to grab a stool just sitting on the side of the road there like that, but get yourself out of your comfort zone and get some of that curry into you. It's fantastic. So that's what happens to the leftover soup at the end of the day. That's almost criminal. For my next stop this evening, I'm at Khao Tom 31. I assume that refers to the soy and the alley. And yeah, I was actually just taking a shortcut off Yaowarat Road, and found this place where all the tables are full, everyone's eating. It's a pretty small menu, but looks pretty delicious. So here goes nothing. Trying another random restaurant in Bangkok. Okay, so first dish is the crispy pork with a bit of a dipping sauce. It looks like the pork has been roasted with crispy skin, but then it's been finished off in the deep fryer. As you can see, very crispy looking. Hopefully not too dry. Let's dip it in the sauce. Oh, yeah. Super crispy. That'd make a great snack just watching a movie. Oh. And that's just a sort of a sweet and sour plum sauce. Very smooth. A little bit dry, so you go chew it a bit. But super crunchy. Super porky. Really delicious. Okay, the next dish here is stir-fried pork with Asian greens and bamboo shoots. I'd already ordered the pork and I noticed the ladies on the table next to me had this dish. It wasn't on the menu and so I asked them about it and they were really nice. They actually gave me a little spoonful, put it on my rice and said, "You try." And yeah, had to order it. Okay, so in typical Thai style, we take some of this and put it on our rice. Looks like there's celery in there. There may be a bit of Chinese cabbage. Oh, I just dropped a bit. What a shame. Alright, let's give this a go. Oh, yeah. Ooh. That's stir-fried in oyster sauce, but there's also a sour note in there as well that balances the sweetness of the oyster sauce. Oh, that is really good. That is delicious. Just fantastic. That is absolutely spectacular. Yum. I know I use that word a bit. That is so good. I was wondering why the pork didn't taste as porky as I expected. In fact, it was a lot smooth, a lot softer than I'm used to. It's because this is actually not pork meat. This is pork intestines. Look at that. That is definitely a pork intestine. It's not chewy. It's really soft and tender. There's nothing funky about it. You would just think that's just soft, juicy pork. So there you go. Didn't even know what I was initially eating. Take a tip from a local and enjoy some good food regardless. Well, I have to admit it, I'm full. Wasn't able to finish all of that. To be expected on top of that chicken curry earlier as well. Really delicious. Didn't expect I was going to be trying pork intestines tonight, and quite surprised that I enjoyed it. That's it for me this evening. If you do have the opportunity to come down to Yaowarat Road in Chinatown here, particularly as the sun's going down and all the street lights light up, it's really quite a pretty place to visit. During the day, the main strip is just a series of basically gold merchants. If you're in the market for gold jewellery, I suppose it's the place to go. But at night time, you know, a lot of these places open up and it's quite famous as a bit of a food haven. So definitely get yourself down here to Chinatown and give yourself a good feed. Again, like I said, that's it for me tonight. If you like the video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. I'll leave all the details below as per usual, and if you can click subscribe, I will heart you very much, and feel free to leave a comment. Peace and love, and good night.